Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Airport CEO. Okay, so we opened the international airport in the last episode and this leads to a little bit of clipping over here. Dr. Kevin pointed that out in the comments. Can we do something so that they don't push back like this so that they will then clip? I've tried a few things and they don't push back straight. They do turn. Even if you allow them to push back straight like this one over here, they do still turn and go that way. So I'm not sure if there's anything we can do. And unlike some airport where you could set a pushback point, in this one, in Airport CEO, you cannot do that. So maybe it's just something we're going to need to be a little bit more sensitive about as we go forward. Okay, had some comments around putting some bathrooms and things in here. This is a temporary arrangement. I want to get money. I've let it run a little bit to get a little bit more money so that we can go to the second level. And I think that really is what we're going to try and do so that we can get the correct setup going. I just needed the money for the time being. What I've noticed is if you have a look at this is a good example right over here. So people tend to sit as close as possible to the entry. And what's happening is these guys want to go onto that flight over there. So they're sitting as close to physically possible over there, which means they have to go and walk all the way around. So in the future, as we plan these out, it's probably best to have this in the middle and not on this side like I've done it. Anyway, we will continue to do a little bit of that as we go. Since we've got a bit of money now, there's so much for us to do. But one of the key things that I would like to do, why is this flight running late? No, I don't want to delay it. What's happening over here? You're pushing back at this point, right? Okay. It shouldn't be delayed. Everything is running fairly smoothly. Yeah, absolutely. We're getting everybody there. These are pretty full flights now. That one should be pushing back now. Oh, it's taxiing already. That's fine. We get them done pretty quickly. This is delayed, right? What is this saying? Scheduled check-in desk. Yeah, so we don't have enough check-in desks as per the game's requirement. But if you head down here, there's more than enough. And certainly they can use these other ones. So that's an interesting component. There's also been some comments with regards to that I'm doing the security setup wrong. It's not the case. It's not the case. This is the correct setup. You go through tier 1 and everything that clears tier 1 goes all the way through. I know it doesn't make sense, so that if you want to be more thorough with your screening, you'll start with tier 3 or whatever, or you will include tier 3 anyway or something. The game doesn't work that way. It starts with tier 1. Everything that's rejected by tier 1 goes into tier 2. Everything that's rejected by tier 2 goes into tier 3. And only then everything that's rejected by tier 3 then gets demolished. Everything else, as soon as it clears one of the security tiers, it goes straight through to the baggage bay. So that's the way the game is set up. That's the way it's supposed to work. We can even see that by having a look at this. Look at our tier 1 security is 100% happy. Tier 2 and tier 3 is 99% happy. The reason I believe tier 3 is 99% happy only is because of the skill quality of the person that's working here. So it'll be very difficult for us to get 100% all the time on tier 3. And that is probably where our security breach came in. It was a person that was working here that didn't have the appropriate skill. So this is a new person. Oh, this is 100% skill. Tier 3 should now effectively go up to 100% once this has been in place for a while. Yeah, there we go. See, that's what it is. That is what it is. So it was probably just a low-skilled security individual that has resulted in that. And FYI, by the way, while we're talking about that, we can go ahead and train all of our security officers. So let's do that so that we don't end up with so that we get as close as possible to anything that we would need. So I think that's fine. This one is probably the most problematic of all of them, and all of them are now pretty decently trained. So we've trained up all of our security individuals. We've got one or two that's maybe not as high. Oh, actually, I need to still train here. So there's this one is about the lowest level. This one, Lucia over here, maybe Maya over there, is about the lowest level of trained. Oh, actually, there's another page. So let's quickly move over to that. Get our training on over here and over there. That's good. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. So we're up at about 650. One of the things that I wanted to do is probably start working on our secondary level up here. I think that's the one. So once we get that going, we should be okay. If I go up a level, have I started planning it out? Yeah, I've planned it out a fair bit over here. So there's a room over here, so we can bring it up here if we don't want to do the top level right now. But yeah, we can certainly start planning out our gates and things like that. To be honest, since this one hasn't even been hooked up yet, let's upgrade that one. We'll build a jet. Oh, we can't build a jetway until we build this. I think I'm just going to go ahead and build it. We've got 700k. Let's see about that. If I go ahead and build this, what are we talking about? Oof, it's pricey, guys. It's pricey. It's pricey. My goodness, this is almost my entire budget, but we make it fairly quickly, so we'll go ahead and do that. That's okay. That's okay. We've built that. Now let's upgrade this to include our jetway. There we go. Now we can start planning what this has to look like, and we can certainly plan out a different style here to allow for the fact that people tend to sit around the access point over here. Okay, so what is our our distance from the one side to the other side? Where will I? Let's do this and see what we're talking about. That's not actually going to help me. Let's let's do. Come on, where's my flooring? Let's just grab some flooring here so we can see. So that's 38. So if I wanted to like an 8 wide in the middle, which I think is about appropriate, to be honest. If I wanted an 8 wide, then it means I want this kind of piece, so 15, a 15 sized over here, and we'll get this out and then run it up there. And then what we'll do is we'll put some shops and stuff alongside the gates instead of in the aisle. I think that's what we're going to try and do. So how did we actually go about doing this? We use that. And I'm wondering whether we do that again, or actually let's start doing these with actual walls. So let's do a bit of that. Okay, so that we can eventually go back and also place. Yeah, so we can eventually go back and place windows in this. Yeah, that's the plan. So about 3 wide this way. And then what were we after? I have no idea where the 15 goes to. I think these were the center ones. So 15 should be going up to about there, right? Now, from this side, I'm quite keen to run that out over there a little bit. Then we'll have our bits and pieces to go through, and then we'll run this up there. Is that about right? Let's move it over one. Let's move it over one up to about there, and we'll run that till there. So now our access point will be over here. So these guys should now ideally sit around this location. That's going to be just fine. And what we'll do is we will. I would like us to provide a little bit of door stuff going on over here. So let's do this. Doors we can do about a 4 wide door, I think. So let's try that. Let's see how this would look like. A 4 wide door over there. Oh, I like it. I like it. Oh, and this one needs to drop down into the downstairs. Actually, let's have a look. I forgot about that. So it's not wide enough to accommodate that thing. We can do even a small stair cannot be accommodated. So I would have liked this to not be problematic like that. So if we could certainly drop it down in that location, and maybe that's what we do. That's kind of the setup. We plan it out over there, and we'll get another wall to run about 4 away from this. So we'll do something like that. So we'll do that, and then on this side we'll just kind of close it out. Something like that is kind of what I think the whole setup should be looking like. Okay, now let's get our check-in desk, or our boarding desks, I would rather say, self-boarding desk. Oh, it must be secure zone. Okay, so what I need to do is make this whole thing a secure zone and an international zone, by the way. Ooh, actually, we might have to separate them up a little bit. So let's start off by making it a secure zone. There we go. Please don't do double secure zones. Oh, that section there. Understood. We'll fix that. And then what we'll do is we will make it an international zone from somewhere like over here. That's going to be fine. Probably be multiple international zones as well until we get them all hooked up. So that you come up here, then cross in through that way. Yeah, I think that's kind of going to be the plan. Okay, so now with that in place, we should be able to get our this guy in place from the bottom, of course. Something like that, right? Let's do that. Something like that. Go up there. Oh, it's beautiful. So what I can do is I can certainly trim this off over here, and we'll fix up what we've got here. Come on. Let's fix that up and fix up like so. There we go. So now all of that should be working. They get out over here. Ooh, what we should do is we definitely need to make sure that we're connecting all of this. And then we need to make sure that we're connecting all of that. I believe all of this should now be workable. And that's kind of our departure gate. Now, let's go back and get our boarding desks in place. That's not what I'm after. Boarding desks, self-boarding desks. Now, shall I do it? That's going to be awkward. I think that's fine. Let's do it this way. Now, there was also a comment about how do I actually multi-select them? So if you hold down Shift and you click 1, 2, 3. So hold down Shift while doing that, then you click 1, 2, 3, then you can actually connect them all up. So there we go. So now that one is connected. That's good. Now we've got this level, this one on the next level. That drops us down to the bottom. This looks a little awkward, but we can certainly come around and say, guys, what we'll do is we'll place a couple of vending machines in there with maybe a plant or a bin or something, you know? So we'll do something like that. There we go. Now that area looks nice. It's not part of our main thoroughfare in the middle, stuff like that. Okay. Now with this in mind, now we can have a quick look at how we do our whole seating arrangement. So again, what I would like us to do is probably, it's a little tight actually. It is a little tight. So how would we like to, if we run it all the way here, we can get more seating in here. I don't mind it, to be honest. I don't mind it. That's a little bit problematic, but certainly we can do this, right? We can do that as a bit of a seating arrangement, and just to tie things over a little bit, I can do a couple of like sofas over here. That should do the trick. We'll get a bit of a table going on over there. We'll need some plants and stuff, though it's a little tight now in terms of the plants and things. So let's see about getting a bin or two over here. Well, we can get the bin over there. I think that should be okay. We'll get another bin right over here on the edge. And then in terms of plants, we'll just kind of run them. Well, what I thought we'd do is we might just do a little something like that, okay? And a slightly different one. Yeah, something like that. So that's at least a little bit nicer going over here. Certainly what we can also do is we can look at our windows, because that was kind of the plan. Oh, that almost worked. That almost worked. So what we'll do is we'll do what? Crap, that doesn't really want to work the way I wanted it to work. But that's not the end of the world though. If we do, yeah, maybe what we do instead is we'll place one over there, and then we fill in that spot right there again. So there's a little bit of continuity. I don't like it. Honestly, guys, I just don't like what we're doing here. So let's get rid of that guy and get rid of this guy. And what we'll do is we'll slot in the small windows. Yeah, we'll do something like that. I think that's quite appropriate. So you don't actually have a view into the plane. Yeah, that seems, from a security perspective, quite reasonable. Now let's continue with the small ones. Well, we'll need to do something like this. That's the wrong way around. I'd rather, for consistency's sake, do it the same way around. And we've added one in the middle there. So something like that should be quite workable. Now, let's turn these around and go in the other direction. And something like that. I like that, actually. Now this looks pretty reasonable. Now what we don't have is we don't have a bathroom, but what we'll do is we'll do bathrooms like somewhere over here. So I'll go ahead and get a bathroom set up in that spot there. What I'm also keen on is just making sure we maintain whatever form of consistent kind of flooring we did, and I like doing something like this, showing people a little bit more as to where we actually expect them to exit. Down there, over there, so now all the way down. Now it's unfortunate that this one is going in two directions, but I think it's okay. I think the way we've set it up over here, it'll work quite nicely. I'm hoping this is sufficient seating over here. If we go down here, these ones certainly have a fair bit more, but I don't think it's problematic. What we could do is we could, well, if anything, we're going to want to extend the other side. So maybe these are going to be appropriate. I think this is about enough seating for the medium flights that we're running over here. So that kind of thing should be okay. Now, so this is going to be kind of our new medium setup, and we'll have to see how well that works. Well, I think it will work. I think it will work, and there will be a spare bit of room there. Okay, so if we go ahead and... How many staff am I missing? Janitors only? That's okay. I'm happy that our money is back up where it needs to be. This little bit of time that we spent here. And that's why I play the game on a fairly high speed. Is more for the money. So the money comes in at a reasonable rate. Ooh, these people are, well, not that late. They are boarding now and they'll be boarded in time. Nice. Excellent. So that's okay. Now, let's quickly kind of create a template. Let's create a template. Save a template. So if I wanted to go down here, around this route, I'll save that as a template. So let's just say actually medium, come on, medium 2 level boarding lounge. There we go, medium 2 level boarding lounge. It's gotta have to be this one. We need more icons in here, guys. More icons. The devs are watching. More icons in here, please. Please, more icons. Or at least the ability to add an icon or something like that. Let's just we'll save it like that, like so. And now I can upload it to Steam. Not going to do that. So here we go. Now let's see. What's the let's place this one. Oh, what I'll. These are open. Can I close it? Well, you know what? Before we do that, let's set up the rest of this. Let's set up the rest of this so that we can start getting all of that to work. In fact, so let's give me the walling. Yeah, the walling. Before we do the walling, let's do the security. We'll run these guys through here. So we're doing the 8 in the middle, right? So what I'm keen on doing is let's start with the 8 in the middle here. So it's going to be like a one-way type arrangement, and what we'll do is we will close those out. There we go. We're going to need one of these guys somewhere down here, which is okay. We'll let's start off like that so we can do 2. Yeah, I'm happy with that location, so we'll do that. That's the wrong way around. Drop it right over there. There we go. So now we go. Now we can get them up there. Wow, look at that. We need, yeah, so what the intent would be to clean this up to make this 8 coming out, and of course we can extend that. So once that's in place, we can actually upgrade this one so the guys actually go upstairs. Nice. So now people can in fact get up here. There's no bathrooms and stuff, but that's kind of, we'll build a bathroom in there now. So with that in mind, let's quickly just see, have we set this up to connect it to the baggage bay? We have in fact. So now I can go ahead and open Medium International 4, which is upstairs. Okay. So now we can start seeing some flights coming in this way. People should be able to get in. People should be able to get out down here. That will be quite good, I think. We'll start to move some of these things out. Our money is looking awesome. Money is looking awesome. I'm still surprised that I've never seen an emergency, and I can probably get these guys to patrol a little bit. I'll have to have a bit of a look at that. But anyway, now that one's up and running, so now we should be able to see some people make their way that way. And this is also a temporary arrangement. Ultimately, this entire thing will have to have that double level, but we'll do it in manageable chunks as we have money available. So I'm hoping we'll see a MI4 flight in the not too distant future. Not at the moment, not tomorrow, not the day after. So certainly nothing has been scheduled for that just yet. What is this? What is this? What on earth does that mean? International flight. Really? That's what that means? That means international flight. Is that a little globe like this supposed to be? Maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Anyway, we don't have as many international flights coming in, which is a little strange. Maybe when the bigger airlines open up, that would be a more appropriate option. So what I can do now is, once this guy's just left, so I can go ahead and upgrade to build the jetway. I will disconnect these guys. Oh, I need to close the stand. Hang on. So let's go upstairs. Let's build that template. Well, I've got it paused at the moment, so let's just build that template over here. Now that this guy is all up and running, that's the one. That's the setup right there. I don't mind that you don't finish that off just yet. So let's just make sure that these boarding desks get assigned over there. That's why. Oh, okay, now we've got one downstairs. So let's clear that one out. Perfect. So now this doesn't work anymore, and everybody will make their way through here. And all I need to do is, let's just clear some of this stuff out so that I can make a room for my this guy. So it's a little bit of a mismatch and stuff, but we should be okay. So the plan is, it goes in right over there. Good. Let's just make sure to rezone all of this stuff that's seemingly being a little bit problematic. Come on. There we go. There we go. Nice. Okay, so now our second gate should also work, and this is what I was hoping for. Now what we'll do is we'll put our bathrooms in here, and we can certainly do a double bathroom in here, I think. It might be a little awkward and skinny though. Let's see, what do we have? Well, it'll work. It'll work, I think. It'll work. We can. It'll be a bit skinny and awkward though. It's not quite the right size that I'm after. Do we need to do anything further than that? So what we'll do is we'll do one of these and then a store, or the shops can be downstairs. I don't know. We'll have to have a look. Keep running the game so we keep making money. We'll see what we'll do with our bathrooms over here. I think we do it in there, so it's a little bit out of the main carriageway, and we just or main walkway. And what we'll do is we'll just have to slot them one this way, one that way. We'll put a few seats in there or something like that. Okay, now let's put a door in there. We'll go with the small doors. That's a bit more appropriate for bathrooms, I think. Then we'll see about getting our bathrooms zoned up. Unfortunately, that's not quite a nice size. So let's see if we do. So I'll go with this being the male restroom. So we'll do a few all the way back here, something like that. Then we'll do a couple of urinals. Can I? Let's remove one of these. We'll put another urinal over there. I think that's going to be fine. And then what I wanted to do is I wanted to put something like a bit of a planting. What do I have? Is this what I have? Wanted to do a little bit of that, so it's a little sheltered off, and then this area will be where you kind of wash your hands and stuff. And certainly we'll be able to do that. So something like that will be, I think, pretty appropriate. This will be the male bathroom, and we'll open that up for business. The female restroom will be slightly more appropriately sized. So let's do that. We'll get that one going. We can't do multiple. We can't do that, unfortunately. That would have been great if we could have done that. Let's trim that one back just a tad, okay? And then what we'll do is let's try and make it a little bit. We'll do something like that. So that's, you know what we could do, actually. Let's, no, let's not do that. That's a little awkward. Let's rather do something like this instead. How about that? That's a little, not quite what you would see in an airport, but we have a pretty special airport over here, guys. So there's a bit of a waiting area. Now let's continue to provide some of these things, more amenities, and what we'll do is we'll just do a double right over there, and probably we could still slot in something like that. This one will be awkward though. What we could do is we could slot in somewhere like so. There we go. There we go. Now this will be the ladies' room, and we will open that one up for business. We wanted to make a different style of flooring in here, so let's quickly make sure to do a little bit of this. Yeah, I think that's fine. What we'll do is we'll do something like so as well, and we'll do a bit of seating out over here. Also, so we'll grab a little bit of seating. What can we do in terms of seating? Anything? We should have other seats, right? Quite like those. Is that like a bar stool? Not very comfortable, practical around tables. Yeah, okay, interesting. Oh, over here, this is the ones. This is the one. So if we go something like that and something like that, that should be quite workable. Put a little square table here and there. So there we go. That area is looking pretty good. We've got some bathrooms ready to go. Ooh, you are stuck for some reason. Let's just make sure we've got you all connected up over here. All connected up. That's going to work. I think that'll work. We might have had a few people get lost here for a while. Should be able to find your way. Nice, that's good. So now we've got a bathroom available over here. The guys can, of course, come in and out and do their own thing over here. Let's get the rest going on here. This is what we're doing. Oh, we still have guys stuck over there, don't we? Is that the right color? That is in fact the right color. So we'll do that. We'll run a bit through there. We'll run this up here and all the way over there. Yeah, we'll tie that in there as well. Are you still having problems here? Do we still have people stuck down here? I don't think so. At least now it seems like people are kind of sitting where they should be sitting. And with the bathroom in here, it means that we've added that little extra buffer. I like this setup. This setup is starting to look pretty cool, and we've got guys working instead of wait. I think these guys are actually waiting for upstairs. So let's get rid of some of these things, and what we'll do is we'll We'll put a wall in there, of course. Okay, so we'll just close that off. Of course, we also want to just make sure that we're maintaining our secure zone and that we're maintaining our international zone, and hopefully these guys will go upstairs. That's fine. I think that's fine. So we'll slowly, I'm not sure whether these guys are struggling to find their way or what's happening, but we'll see about that. Let's clear out all of that. We actually get a refund for that. We're back up to about 1 million. So things are starting to look up in terms of our expansion plans. Kind of wondering whether I should build some of this, or whether I just go ahead and quickly finalize the last 2 of these guys. I think I can do that now. Let's go ahead and upgrade these 2 quickly, and then we'll call it an episode. I think we'll call it an episode. Okay, so with that in mind, let's quickly build out our new template over here, like so, and like so. So we've got the little bit of room in there. So what I was thinking, another bathroom over here, and then we can do a little shop in that one. That's actually pretty good. I do like that, and it will have a nice wide corridor in the middle, and we can certainly put some walker-laters and stuff in there, the moving walkways. So that's working really well. So what I'll need to do is let's quickly link these up so that we can wrong button. We'll link these up. Again, I hold Shift to multi-select. So Shift, and then I click on all of them, and I select all of them, and we'll link that up. Then I'm going to go downstairs, and we're just going to clear the stand allocation over here, ever so quickly. It's actually quite smooth, wasn't it? Quite smooth. Now, what I just want to do is I want to get rid of all of this. Close off, these guys, and then we'll put some walls in there. Make sure that we get our secure zone and everything sorted out in the way we want it to be sorted out. There we go. Get this back into secure zoning. Get this back into international zoning. There we go. So that's fine. Go upstairs. Make sure that that our international zoning is in fact across here and effective. Across there and effective. We'll double check that for the international zone as well. We've got multiple secure zones. Oh yes, we need this to feature, so we'll do that. Pop it in. Go over here. Pop it in. Nice. And now I believe our setup is pretty good. What I'll do is I will go ahead and do a bit of a copy and paste of what we've done right over here. Copy and paste mode. Let me do that. If I hold Alt, or if I hold Shift, it copies with the room. So let's just do that. Nice. I like that. Not this one. Right over here, we'll do that. Excellent. Now, this needs to be the male, and this needs to be the female restroom, and we'll open those for business. Just put our flooring in there as well. I do love the fact that our airport is looking pretty spiffy, to say the least. Now we've got room over here for a bit of a shop. That will be pretty good. Let's get our flooring done. We're going with this kind of brownish color over here. Up to about there. Run it through here. I believe I can just open this up for business now. Actually, I can just run straight through there. This goes up here, all the way through there. It just makes it look like we're trying to funnel people in the right direction. So now flights that's coming in over here should be good to go. We've got bathrooms over here. We don't have bathrooms downstairs yet. We still need to do our planning in terms of what needs to happen downstairs, to be honest. That's the plan, at least. Let's I'm kind of tempted to let's just upgrade some of this. I'm on the wrong level, of course, so let's do a bit of upgrading over there. Let's do a bit of upgrading through here. That's good. Now that looks better. I'm very tempted to get rid of this section, so I have all of them kind of in the loop around here. So that's one of the things that needs to happen. These guys are dropping down. it's working pretty well. We've got a few people kind of saying that, oh, the passenger can't pass customs, make sure the customs booth is accessible through the wall, those kind of things. They certainly can pass it down here. They can certainly get here. So I think it's okay. I think it might have just been a glitch of some people who's already been stuck there before I fixed it. Is it? Can I do that? Make sure that it is in fact international zone. Do a little bit of this. Make sure that we're actually running it all the way through there. Make sure that we're running it all the way through there. Make sure that we're running it all the way up here. Actually, why are you not fixed? And why is I need to still fix a few things over here? Let's quickly do that. Do that, and let's just make sure to fix our walls. I'm sure I did actually, but anyway, there we go. Walls are fixed. Why is there a section of international zone here that's not working? Let's quickly double check that. Oh, there we go. For some reason, something here was a bit awkward, but now it seems like it's all working. I do like the fact that we've got the people sitting over here nicely. We have spare capacity, which is also pretty cool. I like it, and I can't wait to put a little shop in there. But guys, that's going to do us for this episode. So thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button. Do tell me in the comments down below what we should be doing next, how you would like us to handle the big guys over here, which is probably coming our way pretty soon, considering we've got a fair bit of money available to us now. We might do the international stuff now first before we go and build another multi-level over here, but we also still need to sort this piece out. What the hell is going on over here, guys? That's not quite what I had in mind. Okay, sorry, let's quickly fix this from the international zones perspective. If we do something like that, we should be able to move a few more people out of there. I don't know why people are getting stuck here now. Let's just fix that quickly. Well, I don't think it was broken at any point in time. It wasn't broken. But now we should be able to get more people out of there. A good old restart might be exactly what we need. I don't quite get why these guys aren't able to do it unless they're trying to get to floor. Okay. You know what I might quickly do, just for a little bit. I might just put a quick door in here and try and get these guys in there, because I think they might be stuck for the time being. Here they come. Yeah, they're stuck. So let's just get them to where they want to go. Hopefully, with all of this now all cleared out, we should be able to put that back in place. I think that should work. Now they can't actually get in here anymore. So that should be okay. Guys, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Hit that like button. Leave the comments down below. We are doing pretty well. See you next time. Bye-bye.